What's up, team member? In this video, we're going to talk about creating PowerPoint presentations, things that I'll need for some of my presentations and my different events that I'll have. And so the way that I see it is that for the most part, after we send out, if I have a speaking engagement that I have to do, and we've communicated back and forth with the client, and we understand what is it that they need. We sent them the speaker request form. They got back to us. We gave them the questionnaire. They filled it out. We had our informational call. They gave us that information. And then it comes down to now it's about creating the opportunity, the assignment, creating the presentation. Then I'll go into the lab and I'll basically write out what does that look like. Typically, when I do my speaking engagements, I don't have a lot of PowerPoint. What I may have kind of a slides that take me through the conversation. Of course, I'll have kind of an opening slide that I'll look for you as my teammate to create. Of course, it basically have, always our logo. It always have our information, our contact, of course the theme, whatever it may be. Integrate our logos together to show the unification of the two brands, if you will. And then again, case by case, we'll determine, hey, is this something where you want to create your speech, which means just some words or a picture throughout your topic, throughout your discussion, just to kind of carry the conversation forward. So there may be some times I may do that. There's other times that I don't really need PowerPoint. I just may have a card or something that just keeps me on the conversation, because the way that I speak off the top with my dome, but also from a bulleted kind of highlight. And so that's how I prepare the speeches that I do with the theme. And I really dig deep into allowing the highlights, the different bullet points, the acronyms, whatever it is to help me flow in my conversation. That way I'm very present and engaging when it is that I speak. So again, from a PowerPoint presentation, again, we will keep those things in our Google Drive and our Dropbox. We'll keep a separate folder as far as presentation, so that way we can always go back if we got to edit, if we have the same type of topics, if you will, but we change just the names, the clients, if we will, go from there. Make sure we always have at the end a nice little sheet where they can get some information. They can get in contact with us. If they want to get books, resources, whatever, we want to make sure that we have, we're conscious of steering individuals to where we want them to go, from there. There can be an opportunity as well for us to have kind of like a text marketing effort with some of these events. Like we're sending them, hey, text this number to your phone, and then it takes them a link, it sends them right to our online store to get more products, to see all the stuff that we have. So again, just kind of throwing that out there off the top of the dome as we're talking about presentations. So the way I basically see it, again, we'll communicate back and forth through Google Drive. We'll talk about through Trello in terms of who got to do what. We'll share the document through Google Drive / Dropbox, depending on the size of it, as it kind of goes through there. There's some presentations with some clients, if it's speaking, that I may have to send it ahead of time just to give them an idea to see if are we on topic or are we on point, what they like to add or take away. But for the most part, I don't send my presentation to them ahead of time unless they kind of need approval from there. But however, I do want to make sure we have someone who has some good PowerPoint presentation, again, where we can, if there's needed for a little added video. If you have experience with that, please let me know. If you're efficient with it, I don't want it if you're just out of 1 out of 5, if you're like a 1 or 2, you know what I'm saying? Because then it shows 1 or 2. I want somebody like, I'm like a 4 or 5. So that means that, hey, we can then add a little creativity by adding a little video or something. And so again, let me know where you're at in terms of PowerPoint presentations and your ability to create those as well. So again, the PowerPoint presentation, we know we're going to host those. Like I said, we'll work together on that. Want to make sure that we're constantly branding ourselves in our PowerPoint presentation, so that way our logos and stuff like that is on there where appropriate as it kind of go from there. Again, we'll definitely have a thumb drive. We'll definitely send it through email. We'll just make sure that we got it. The worst thing you want, right? Last thing you want is you get there and you're like, okay, let's pull it up. All righty. And where is it at? We're stuck. So we got to make sure that we work together to make sure everybody's on the same page and we are prepared. So when it comes to preparing slideshows, there you go. I'm looking forward to individuals who have some expertise and can do it efficiently, proficiently, with excellence. All right. So let me know if you have any questions from there. Again, remember, we can match our colors, blend our colors, co-brand wherever is necessary as well.